look who we found.
Yeah.
But he's been asking, and here we are.
Here we go, yeah. Well, guys, if you guys been wondering about silhouette shooting and was looking at my last video that I did almost about 6 months ago, I ran back into these two fine gentlemen here, and this is Mr. John Mullins and Dan Cates here. These are one of the best silhouette shooters in the silhouette community here, and they are here at the shop to demonstrate some of the basics of getting into silhouette shooting. Now, me as a new silhouette shooter, I'm just getting into this, my whole family is getting into this, and there is a great system to which we're going to demonstrate in this video, talking about how you could practice silhouette shooting without actually spending a lot of money. So in this video, we're going to go through a bunch of basic techniques, some tips and pointers. Mr. John is going to show us, demonstrate how we could improve our stance and how we could improve our shots downrange without sending ammunition. We're using something called a Scatt machine.
So the Scatt is used a lot with the 3-position shooters,
Right.
German, Russians, all the high-tech guys.
Okay.
This is what they rely on a lot to get their shooters. And it's basically because of all the feedback that you get, because it's broke down different graphs and everything. So we'll get the chance to show you all those useful things.
Awesome.
But this is going to be the opportunity for you today to try different holds,
Yeah.
different things, even different rifles if
Right.
you weren't sure.
Okay.
You know, because that was one of the things when we came out, that's used to be my favorite rifle, and Danny's going, no, you hold this one a lot better.
Right.
And
yeah.
so that's what I ended up shooting last year.
I see. And you won the championship last year, didn't you? On
Oh, yeah, I won with that gun right there, I won the Hunter, NRA Hunter
National Championship.
This equipment itself could be utilized for pretty much anything as far as positional shooting as well. So if you guys are wondering about PRS, this would be a great opportunity to do dry fire practice off barricades as well. So we'll demonstrate how this thing works. Stay tuned.
So what we have here is when you get it, this is what you receive. This is the receiver,
Okay.
and this is the target that comes with it. This we've done, all we did was since it recognizes the center of this target, it doesn't recognize the bullseye. The other versions of the Scatt machine that use a camera recognize the bullseye, so they don't work as well for our purposes. This one, we just took a chicken, and we've got the other animals as well, but we superimposed it
10-meter air rifle
over
chicken.
Okay.
over the target. And so what happens is the body of the chicken is about the same size as the tin ring on this target.
Okay.
And so when you look at the computer, what you're going to see is the bullseye, but knowing that the tin ring is a shot that breaks inside the tin ring, breaks inside the body of the chicken.
Right.
This is connected to the computer, and it's as simple as that.
And this is the eye that's connected to the gun.
Yeah.
And it's got an adjustable
Clamp.
that'll fit pretty much anything out there.
And then the scope, you have to have some type of adjustment or have a scope that will focus down to 10 meters for this particular Scatt. So we use two 50-meter or 50-foot adapters for a Leopold scope to make that work to get us down to 10 meters.
Yeah, this is a 30 power scope. If you use a 6.5 to 20, it'll focus right down,
Yeah,
bottomed
hard.
in real close to the 10.
Yeah. And you can use it, use it with it doesn't matter what rifle it is.
Right.
This will fit on anything. You can use it on a center fire rifle,
Right.
a rim fire rifle, use it on an air rifle. It works on any different
Yeah.
type system. The pickup is the sound of the firing pin falling.
Okay.
So that's what creates the image on the computer.
So it'll tell you before and after, but it's tracing the whole time.
That's correct.
It's tracing.
And we'll go into that
yeah.
here in a minute.
It kind of reverse engineers after you shoot the shot.
Yeah.
And then it breaks it down and shows you, like we've got it set up 2 seconds before, blue line's 2/10, and then the follow through after. Right. The 2/10 of a second is what's gonna shock you.
Right.
Because your brain doesn't really pick it up.
Right.
And depending on where you're at in it, it might even be 3 or 4/10 of a second as you mature into it. But the 2/10, like I can see the very beginning of it. When I first started, I'm like, I can't even see that blue line. And I can see the beginning of it, but I cannot see all of it. You know,
What it does, what it allows you to do is it allows you to see the approach to the shot. It allows you to see the time just as you're ready to shoot, as you shoot, and what's happening after you shoot.
Right.
And those are things that either as a shooter or as a coach, you can't see any other way. Particularly, you can't see the approach. I can only see what happens, what John does after he shoots,
Right.
but not what he does before.
Yeah.
But for a training tool, this Scatt system, and believe me, we don't work for them or
Yeah.
anything, but this Scatt system runs a little over $1,200,
Okay.
and a case of ammunition, decent ammunition, is
Right.
$1,600 for a 22.
Yeah.
It's over the course of a year, you can certainly save substantial amount of money. Plus, you need this particular one requires 4 to 11 meters. Anywhere from 4 meters to 11 meters, this will work.
Okay. It's a valuable tool from what I'm seeing, because not only you're not wasting ammunition, you're not really getting that feedback. You're not seeing what you're messing up on.
No,
you know?
you see so much more information. And one of the most useful things is you can pick a specific thing to work on.
Right.
The approach, your hold, your timing, your
Follow
trigger
through.
control, your follow through.
Right.
you know,
You can pick those things to work on and focus on them, and you can see a visual representation of what you're changing and what the change does.
it also, this is the other part, the communication, because Danny's my spotter. So before we got this, we're trying to communicate. Now we've got this, we're still communicating, but now he's understanding more what I'm trying to tell him when I'm trying to tell him something. So it makes his job a lot easier when I'm telling him what's going on.
When John's shooting with the Scatt, I look for patterns
Yeah.
that he's doing, good or bad.
Okay.
And you know, just as a quick example, when we first started using it, we found that if we came above the target and came straight down into the target, when John fired the target, he tended to get a center hit.
Okay.
Okay? When we came down to the right, even though when he came down from the right-hand side, he would move the aiming point to the center,
Okay.
he would still tend to shoot to the right.
I see.
If he came down to the left, even though again he moved it to the center, he would still tend to shoot to the left. So it just told us that the approach has
It was more
value.
important,
Yeah.
you know.
Right.
and those are things that you
don't-
can't see any other way.
Yeah, you can't see if you're just shooting out on the target. You know, there's nothing tracing back your, like I say, your approach and everything.
One plug will go directly to the rifle and
Okay.
to the sending unit on the rifle.
Okay. Which is this one right here, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, that eye right there.
Okay.
And the other plug will go to that telephone cord that we plugged into the receiver over there.
Okay. And that is going all the way up to this little box right here.
That's that little box, and then the box transfers it into a cord that plugs into the USB port on the computer.
Okay. So 2 USB ports are what is needed for this machine.
Yeah, that's all you need is the 2 USB ports.
And that cord goes all the way to the Scatt.
Back to the target.
Gotcha.
We use the 10-meter air pistol
Okay.
target. There's various targets on here you can use for different things, but we use the 10-meter air pistol because it most closely approximates the size of the silhouette body at 10 meters.
What we're aiming at is that target,
Right.
and you can see the body of the animal in size.
What I see
10.
here is this. This is the 10 ring that is basically the body of the animal. The smaller ring here is the X ring, which literally is the center of the animal.
Is this very similar to the ISSF
Yep.
target?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah. Okay.
You can't do a perfect shot.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, the
this-
10-9 is the
10-9.
best. Is the best.
so that inner circle is exactly
A
just
10-9.
10-9. Yeah. Then
That's the score you'll get, and we'll go through that in just a minute after
Yeah.
John shoots a few.
let's start here.
Now you can see it coming in.
Yeah.
The green line is his approach into the target.
Okay.
Okay. Now that was a shot. Now here's what you see: is the green line is the approach into the target. The last 2 seconds before he fires, the line will turn yellow. You see where it turns
Oh yeah.
yellow here?
Yeah.
The last 0.2 of a second
200ths of a second.
is when it turns blue.
Okay.
And so this is when John's brain is saying, I want to fire the shot.
Right.
This is when the shot actually gets
Broke.
fired,
Oh, wow.
okay?
That's where the bullet ends up.
Yeah.
And then the red line is this follow through.
Okay.
So that gives you an idea what it is.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to come up just a little bit, but I'm gonna shoot again. I broke it right on it and stayed pretty close.
And I think guys need to realize, emphasize how small this target is. Like I'm gonna have a close up when you're doing this. Like it looks big on the screen, but for the fact that he's pinpointing almost a 10, 10-9 on there.
Where did you break that one at?
Yeah.
That was a real good shot. So put the blue. Where's the blue start? Right there.
Right there.
Yeah. So put that right there.
Okay.
Right here?
Right there. Oh, just yeah.
So you're actually able to calibrate it onto the
Yeah,
target.
so that's what we're doing right. That's what I want to
We're zeroing it.
Gotcha.
And the way you do it is you move where it ends up.
This. He broke the shot right here. But in fact, he feels like he broke it right here. So I moved
Up
this
even higher.
up even higher.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was almost. It was really a good shot.
So okay, we broke it about right. So we'll go about right there.
I was just 6 o'clock in it.
Now with this is 9 o'clock.
Yeah, but where's the blue start?
Right there.
Yeah, we're good. This gun, when I'm shooting good, when I've got everything working out,
Right.
I'm about 70% in the 10.5.
Yeah.
And the gun that you did for me moves me all the way into the low 80%.
Wow. Okay.
That's how much of a difference. Just with
This is the 10.5.
the
right
balance of the barrel.
Yeah.
You got that closer.
Right. See, then that's the key factor. But you don't know that until you're on this machine.
Oh no, I didn't want to agree with it because I was like,
We
this blue
argued
stock
about
guy.
it for 6 months.
And then he goes, "You got to shoot the black gun." I don't like the black gun.
Yeah, that's funny.
But you shoot the black gun 12% better than you shoot the blue gun.
And you can't argue with the data. Yeah.
With just the bare basics.
Okay. Just pick it up.
Yeah, go ahead and pick it up.
Pick it up.
All right.
You got to put a. You got a
There's
round
already
in
one in it. It's still in there, so you can go ahead and just go ahead and go right on it.
Okay.
You can close the bolt.
And just however I want to shoot, huh?
Just shoot however you feel comfortable. Aim for the center. Try to break the shot as close to the center as you can. Wasn't bad. Okay, that was a real good shot. It was a 10-6.
Okay, now let's go ahead and pull it out, and we'll either rotate it or put a new one in.
Right. Oh, way off. I jerked it. I felt it too.
Okay, you see what?
It's okay.
Watch
Yeah.
what happens with the blue line.
Yeah, I jerked it.
This is where you started, just outside the 10 ring.
Okay.
This is where you wound up,
Way out
just in
there.
the 7 ring.
It crucifies you pretty hard, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's nuts.
It wasn't that bad.
I was like, oh man, that's bad. I do one more, I guess.
That's a good shot.
All right, I felt really solid on
That's a
that
good
one.
shot. You broke it right here. Okay, there's where your blue line started. There's where it ended.
Okay.
And that's a 10-4. So that's a good solid shot inside the animal.
That's
my-
a hit.
But my yellow is where I'm trying to get more into.
You know what? When you first start off, just all you're trying to do is hit. I tell everybody, no matter what type of gun that you're set up with, it could just be the cheapest rifle, cheapest scope,
Right.
cheapest ammo. Until you start getting almost all your chickens and all your pigs, you know,
Yeah.
you need to worry about advanced equipment.
Right.
You know, so they're the first two animals.
Yeah.
And if you can hit like 7, 8, maybe 9 chickens, same with the pigs.
Okay.
Pigs are the easiest, by the way.
Okay.
Don't even concern yourself about what your score is on your turkeys and your rams.
Okay.
You know, when you get that nailed down, now you can go, okay, I'm worthy of getting a better gun, something that fits me.
Yeah.
So you can start with anything to play this game.
Right. And this is where it really, I think, it's going to intrigue a lot of people that don't know about Silhouette, that, hey, you could take a factory CZ.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
go out
that's
there.
a great
Jake
gun.
Stein,
Yeah.
the North American champion this year,
Yeah,
won
Jake,
the
yeah.
Monarch Cup.
Yeah.
He shot a CZ.
You're right.
Yeah.
It
Now
like,
he's smaller than us, so that feels like a big gun, so it fits him better.
Yeah.
That gun would
He's
never
a skinny
fit us
little
the same
fella,
way
but,
it fits
yeah.
him.
Right.
Okay, so on this hold now, the first thing I want you to do is pretend like you're in a windstorm
Okay.
and the wind's shaking you around.
Gotcha.
So I want you just to hold your gun tighter.
All right.
So now it's not going to be comfortable anymore. This is going to be more like work.
Right.
Because you're fighting the wind. So, and to give you an example, if you hold real tight, you're going to shake.
Yep.
I want you to go from just where you're holding real tight, like a 10, 15, 20 mile an hour wind, just barely back off of that to where it starts to settle down, but there's still a little tiny bit. That's the zone we want you to shoot this next 5 in.
Okay.
And we're not even going to work on other things. That's the one thing we're going to do.
Just hold it tighter.
Yeah, just hold it tighter.
Okay.
Good shot.
Oh.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Like I say, don't,
You're doing great.
yeah,
Doing
just
great. That was a really good shot.
Just hold your gun tight, wait for the shot to happen.
That was another good shot. Very good shot.
I don't know if it's fatigue or what.
It was a little high.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Oh,
What we're looking for is the graphs. They put knobs on the scope to adjust.
Another good shot.
Okay.
Well, that's fine.
All right, so now let's look at speed of movement's the first thing I want to be concerned.
For a start.
So now we're going to do the same thing you just did
Okay.
without even thinking anything different. You're just going to hold the gun tight. And now it's more important to hold it tight because you got a little more cushion there.
Right.
Good. It was a 9.8, but it was a good shot.
There you go.
That was a good shot.
Now that was a good shot.
Yeah. Yeah, I was on the dot, but I could feel it. I feel it just
Yeah,
go off.
that's okay. That's just trigger control.
Yeah.
That's fine.
All right.
Now let's look at your speed. You're down in the 70s right here with your speed. Now, that last shot, you got a pretty good spike there.
Yeah.
That
But overall, you're not getting big spikes like you were in the beginning.
Right.
This is your average up here. This is the shot by
Okay.
shot.
so what you're experiencing right now is the vest feels different.
Yeah.
And that's what you're telling yourself because the vest feels different.
See how
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. This is a whole different
Yeah,
feeling.
it just feels different.
Well, guys, it's about time we wrap up this video. Now, we spent the whole afternoon going over different techniques which helped improve my shooting capability with just one day of practice, about 30%. Now, that's a significant increase, just being able to try different techniques, but also be taught by the best in the Silhouette community. So I want to say a big thank you to Dan Cates and John Mullins for stopping on by and showing us what the Scatt machine is all about. We're personally going to be investing in one. Me and my family could definitely utilize that tool to come in here in the shop, practice at 9 meters, and see exactly what helps improve our capability for silhouette shooting. Now, I want to hear what you guys think. Comment below. Let me see what you guys think about the Scatt machine. In a future video, what you see in front of you are a couple of on-shoots rifles. In fact, we got 3. There's one up here as well. We're going to be rebuilding John's second rifle. This is his other competition rifle. It's an on-shoots 5418. We also have Dustin Flynn's rifle here. He's also a national champion silhouette shooter, which is also a 5418, which we're going to rebuild. So stay tuned, stick around. You guys will like that video. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.